What's up guys, it is Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com, and today in this video I'm going to go over my favorite shredding foods. First off, what you guys need to understand that consuming any one of these particular foods are not going to make you burn body fat. So don't think that eating this food here will make you burn body fat. That's not how fat loss works. In order to lose fat, you must create a calorie deficit, which means consuming less calories than what your body burns on a day-to-day basis. If you do that, you are short on energy, and then your body has to get energy from elsewhere, that elsewhere being your stored body fat. Now, obviously, you still need to eat food, you need to eat calories, and you need protein in order to maintain your muscle while going through a fat loss phase. But when you are cutting, your calories are low, your appetite does, affect you because cravings come into play, you get super hungry. So my top 10 shredding foods are foods that make it easy for you to have a successful cut. So, let's get started. Number one on my list is pretty much what you guys all thought would be on here, and that is lean chicken. So this one here, guys, it is chicken tenders. Now I buy it like this, packed, pre-cooked, and I can just take the packet off and ready to eat. Now the reason this is on my list is because it is chicken. It is super lean source of protein. So it's pretty much just protein, no carbohydrates, no fat. So it's a great source of protein that we can use. Now if we're using another source of protein like salmon or steak, which are higher in fat, they'll be more calorie dense, so it's not optimal to have during a cutting diet. Yes, you can include them, but it'll be harder for you to cut because those are more calorie dense, so you have to have less food later on in the day. That's why chicken's on there. Next, whey protein. Now, whey protein is on my list because when you're cutting, you kind of get these cravings. And believe me, they get pretty crazy and pretty serious. But what I do with my protein is I usually mix it into a little container with a little bit of water, and I make somewhat of a sludge pudding out of this protein, and that allows me to kind of satisfy my sweet sugar cravings while I'm still dieting, and it is just a pure source of protein. So this is why I have whey protein in one of my top 10 shredding foods. Next on the list we have egg whites. Now, nothing wrong with whole eggs, guys. You can still eat whole eggs while you're trying to lose fat. However, eggs do contain a lot of fat in the yolk, therefore they're more calorie dense. So it does make sense to use an egg white. Now, you don't have to buy the egg white packet that I have here. You can just obviously take the yolk out. But the reason I have egg whites in my top 10 is because you can make an egg white omelette instead of a whole egg omelette. Super, super low in calories, guys. Like, literally, you can eat a lot of egg whites and it's not really calorie dense. So that is why they are in my top 10. Next, we're going to move on to some carbohydrates. Pumpkin. Literally, guys, pumpkin is the secret. I kid you not. Now, when I'm bulking and going through a bulking phase, I'll eat sweet potato, stuff like that. Great source of carbohydrates. However, if I swap my sweet potato over to pumpkin, the calorie difference is crazy. I can literally have 400 grams of pumpkin, which is, quite a lot of pumpkin, very filling as well, and it is only 52 calories. So it's a great food that is low in calories, but high in volume. So literally, guys, if you ate 400 grams of pumpkin with your chicken, it is going to be very filling and not very calorie dense. So that is why I have pumpkin in one of my favorite shredding foods, and it's pretty much a go-to that I use when I'm on a dieting phase. Next, we have Konjac Noodles. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have seen these, but this is another dieting hack. So Konjac Noodles, it is basically noodles that are made from the konjac vegetable, I believe. Super low in calories. It is only 10 calories per 100 grams. So there's 2 servings in this packet here. So literally this whole box of noodles, which makes up a decent bowl, is only 20 calories. There's basically nothing, guys. Basically nothing. So what I do when I'm on a dieting phase is I eat a lot of these konjac noodles. And I actually mix it with some chicken stock. or beef stock. Now, doing this, it literally tastes exactly like 2-minute chicken noodles or 2-minute beef flavored noodles. It's a dieting hack. Like, you think you're actually eating the 2-minute noodles, but really you only consume 20 calories worth because it is actually a vegetable, pure fiber, and you're not getting the 60 or 70 grams of carbohydrates as you would if they were actual noodles. All right, next on my shredding foods list, 0-calorie energy drinks. Now, why are these on my list? That is because, again, when dieting, you're low in calories, your body goes through all stages of hunger, all stages of cravings. So having a sugar-free energy drink like this or like this is a great way to satisfy your cravings, to give you a bit of energy, and it can actually help you adhere to the rest of your diet so you don't actually go off and break your diet by binging on some actual calorie-dense foods. So these are my go-tos. I either have the White Monster or I have the Powerade Zero. Now, if you are getting Powerade, make sure it is a Powerade Zero, not the actual Powerade, because this here is only 12 calories for the whole entire bottle. All right, next on my list, we have seaweed. Now, you're probably thinking, why is seaweed on my shredding foods list? That is because seaweed is one of the best and highest forms of iodine. Now, iodine is an important mineral for the metabolism, your thyroid, and at the end of the day, that is the key to ultimate fat loss. So if you're not getting enough iodine in your diet, you will struggle with burning body fat. So iodine is literally the key, and seaweed is a perfect form of getting iodine. So I usually have this with, a meal containing salmon or something like that. All right, next on my list, I have protein yogurt. Again, a great source of protein, guys, and super low in calories. So there is 5 servings per packet, and each serving only has 100 calories. So super low, have 2 servings, and that's only 200 calories right there, and a great source of protein. All right, next on my shredding foods list is Halo Top ice cream. Halo Top ice cream is protein ice cream. Now, super low in calories. There are many different flavors. This flavor here has 360 calories. Some of the other flavors have 320. But basically, guys, 300 calories for this whole entire tub. And it's a great way to get a source of protein in and a great way to satisfy your cravings. A lot of people think when they're dieting, they can't have this food or this food. They have to, stop eating ice cream. But as a matter of fact, you can get away with eating ice cream every single day if you wanted to and still get super lean and super shredded. Just go for Halo Top. And the last food item on my shredding foods list is vegetables. Now, the reason I have vegetables on my shredding foods list is 1, great source of fiber, 2, great source of micronutrients, your vitamins, minerals, and 3, it is super filling and very low calories. So if you have, 200 grams or 400 grams of mixed vegetables with either chicken or another source of protein, that is super low in calories. It'll fill you up so you're not hungry, and it won't really bump your calories up too much, so you'll still be able to remain in a calorie deficit. Because at the end of the day, being in a calorie deficit is the key to fat loss. Anyway, guys, that is my favorite shredding foods and some of my shredding hacks. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you learned a few things, and definitely try using some of these foods in your cutting diet next time you're in a fat loss phase. But if you do need help losing body fat, I would love to help you and create the perfect diet just for you with the perfect amount of protein, carbohydrates, and fats. For more information on that, click the link in the description box down below.
Here we go again, back on the scene. About to have everybody looking at me. I ain't talking clean kicks or the white tee. I mean total shots deep that I might be. Yeah, take 1, take 2, take 6. As long as the DJ's sick with the mix. Burn up the club, we can start with the chairs. Ain't nobody in the place sitting round here. Dance flow be hotter than a kettle. I'll be right up in the middle. All girls